Lately, I've been having a lot of thoughts about animation industry in general, like as a concern. Let me start again. Hello. I'm Eugenia, also known as E23. I work here at Mar Exposito Animation Studio. Lately, I've been having a lot of thoughts about animation industry in general. Yes, like as a concern. And I've thought about what I was talking about, my favorite anime being mostly like it's slice of life, right? Day-to-day life kind of anime is usually my favorite. I actually really like two different series that talk about anime making and anime industry. These are Shirobako, like this story was based on a production manager story. It's very grounded in reality and real life anime industry experiences. It's one of the few cases where all the animators knew what they were animating about. Yes, and it's this is Shirobako. I'm going to briefly mention give a brief summary if someone hasn't seen it. It's a group of friends that meet in, I believe, in high school or middle school. They have like their little anime class club, and they promise each other to they have their project. They are all experiencing certain crafts. One does the animation, one wants to be a voice actor, one wants to do the coloring and so on. And after working on this project together, they want to grow, and their shared dream is to work in a production together. Like, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if all of us were grew up to become animators or become part of the animation industry and work together on a production? Like, whoa, yes, everything is going to be awesome. And well, this series is centered around each one of them that follow different paths in production to different set of challenges they face. So it's super interesting. I'm going to dive a little deeper into it in a few minutes. But it's a super recommended watch to anyone who is either interested in anime production or, well, is part of anime production. Like to me, it really seems like it could be interesting to anyone. But if you are an animator or know someone that is an animator or works in the industry, it's even way more enjoyable because you feel it. Like you can feel it through your body what they are going through, and it's super fun, super painful, insightful, and well, lots of it. And keep your hands off Eizouken. It's not as a promotional image as Shirobako's, but it's very clear. It's more, I'm struggling to say like shonen-like, but it's more shonen-like in a way that they are high school friends and everything about this story happens in high school. It's about this group of people. Yes, they become, two of them are friends. These two become part of the group, but it's a group of friends that want to create an anime club, but in order to get it, they need to prove that they are that it's worth it. And it's super interesting. And on the contrary, contrary to Shirobako, this has more, not only the illusion and fantasy, the excitement of youth. You feel like there's a shared dream, but it also has these scenes where when the director is talking about the worlds they are building, and that fantasy worlds that they build are slowly merging with the reality they live in. It's super good, like, and super fun. I'm not being objective here. It's just, to me, it's a super cool and enjoyable anime. Go watch it. If you liked Shirobako, you'll most certainly love Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken as well. So good, so good. So meta, everything. So yeah, this is for the introduction. And also, like, the main character in Shirobako is a producer. And that's why you that's why you get to experience so much production wise, like to get into the nitty gritty of everything that goes into an anime chapter production, because she gets to learn all of that process herself. She starts off as an intern and ends up, like, well, I don't know, managing tons of chapters and being a main figure in an anime that it's a very high stakes situation for the studio that's just working in. So I don't know, it's super interesting. It's really good. You feel the humanity behind it. I don't know how to express it, but oh my god, this poor being. You feel like they are based on something far more. This is slowly leading into the topic I want to discuss. You start to feel how deeply rooted in reality it is. The more you watch and get yourself into their world. Just share some of this. Actually, Sakura Boru has a great article about all of the references, production references featured in Shirobako, and like the people involved in the project, the companies, and like production stories that are actually reenacted in the show. I was planning to talk about this topic a few weeks ago, mainly because I wanted to watch Eizouken again, because I felt distanced from the part of the animation industry that it's more magical and exciting. It's something you need, I feel like, as a professional, need to reconnect once in a while. Otherwise, the work environment can get a little hard to deal with. So yes, what I really like about Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken is that because it's a young group of girls that have very distinctive sets of like qualities and talents, they complement each other perfectly and really represent core elements you need in an anime production. I think that Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, it's really good at showcasing that wonder and excitement and the magic aspect of animation. Although Shirobako starts off as a friends who do animation with friends who animate in an animation world with friends, it ends up showing a world that is much heavier and difficult to go through, yes, than Eizouken. Why am I saying this? It doesn't shy away from the magic aspect. Like, all of that, it's in there. Not everything is pain. Not everything is struggle. But if you've been there, yes, it's like this comment from bittersweetness of, oh yes, that sucks, but it's nice saying I'm not alone. It's exactly that. Like, Mario Exposito Studio is a Tokyo-based manga and animation studio, but I'm now living in the other side of the world, literally the other side of the world. And to me, it felt comforting even to see that an industry so advanced, huge productions and studios making groundbreaking works. So seeing that as an animator on the other side of the world, I saw the same inner struggles, the same the artist difficulties, but also the production blocks, the clash of interests. Okay, so this is something that happens worldwide. What felt uncomfortable at some point was, okay, these are real people going through these real hurdles. I don't know, this week I was reading about, it's not news, I think, to anyone, what the MAPPA animators are going through. I read that the latest Jujutsu Kaisen movie was made in 4 months, while the usual film development like time frame in Europe and United States it's between 2 to 4 years. I was shocked, like amazed. Sorry, I don't know if the like this siren is sounding. Wait, wait a sec. Hospitals. So yes. So yeah, that crazy schedule. They were actually being vocal about it. Like some big name animators came out talking about the struggles that they faced during those production deadlines and so on. I couldn't help but think, okay, nothing is going to change. Like here, it's a piece of media that is showing the fundamental flaws of the industry. We are watching that, feeling comfort that we are not alone, but also like feeling like sad about it and feeling like nothing can be changed because this is how it is. Like yes, there's this horror story, horror production from MAPPA, but there's also like this situation that is happening with an episode gets finished just a few hours before streaming, and that is a situation that is portrayed in Shirobako, for example. I didn't knew of that anime was like made that way before watching Shirobako. Those production schedules that are like really on the edge, Studio Bones didn't need to do that because they already finished all of the series before streaming the first episode. It's the same team from season 1 and 2. And on the third season, they decided to do the production before. And it was like, oh, they just administrated their resources in a way that it was possible to do so. So they had more time to do, I don't know, pretty effects and so on. There's also KyoAni. We are all familiar with what happened, but KyoAni is a studio that was always known for having a very, well, healthy work environment. To me, KyoAni, it's the embodiment of it can be done. It is possible to do things in a different way. It is possible to produce in a healthy way, not only for the animators, but also having a product, a piece of content that people can enjoy, and it's not done with blood, tears, and sweat from the team that is involved with. It's aligned also with the studio that Mara founded, because it's like if your industry is beyond repair, like yes, you can go to a certain amount of struggle and fight, but to me there's an extra value in trying to make your industry become something that changes the way that things work. Like here in Argentina, animation industry is not as developed as in Japan, but we have really good individual artists that if they were part of a well-established industry such as Japan, they would most likely become the really well-paid freelancers that direct an amazing episode or an amazing set of scenes in an amazing movie and so on. But here the biggest conflict is that we lack industry. So I was thinking, okay, we need to start building the type of industry that we want to work in. Okay, I feel like that is a possibility for animation in the other side of the world. But I start seeing that the current of thought in the anime industry as well. Seeing that these crazy schedules and other horror stories from anime production hell slowly led up to different types of projects, groups of people that all agree that work can be done in a different way. I was quoting Mars Studio because, hey, we are here and I value this space. But there's also like the animation dormitory room. I really encourage you to look into that project as well. And well, more established examples. Bones, as I said, with that latest season. KyoAni historically has been doing that as well. Getting back to my images, to me, it is possible to have both, I'm going to use colors, both the magic from Eizouken's like innocence and wonder, and the harsh production reality of Shirobako. Yes, it is. It's a possibility. A better industry. Yes, like that is my outlook. I'm going to sound super cheesy, but it's also deeply rooted in love for the industry I take part of and utter disgust with its hardships. I've been thinking a lot about it. So, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Here it is. Water. Let me close. So, to reintroduce myself, my name is Eugenia, Euge, also known as 23, here on the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you are on YouTube, but if not, you can participate in our community on Discord. We can keep talking about these topics or other topics that might come up. Thank you for being around. Have a lovely day and see you later. Bye.